Okay, so I've been procrastinating this way too long already. Oh god, it's so weird seeing myself on here because I haven't actually filmed a video in almost a year, but I'm determined to get back to YouTube and posting more content. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's the fact that I'm like a mother to twin girls, that I'm kind of trying to be more mindful of my time. And I've been popping out a bunch of videos out on Instagram, so if you haven't followed me on Instagram, follow me there. Anyway, that's a long way of saying that in today's video, we're going to be doing something I've been wanting to do for the longest time, and it's to actually recreate TikTok trends, but keto it. I will let you know the disclaimer, I have already tried all of these recipes. I'm doing this because I want a second chance at these recipes to see how I could improve it, and then actually like give a detailed response as to what I think about them. We're going to be doing the custard toast, the viral salmon recipe, and we're going to be doing the avocado egg toast. And I know nothing sounds very revolutionary about the avocado egg toast, but seriously, this trend went like super viral. It's ridiculous for how basic it is. I think the first recipe I want to make is the salmon sushi. This is one of the dishes that I was like super shocked that I actually ended up liking, just because, you know, it seems very basic. If you guys didn't see on TikTok, there's this creator named Emily Mariko, and she does these ASMR videos that I totally love, but she went super viral because of a salmon dish that she made. The dish was actually pretty good, so let's make that right now. So Kewpie mayo is key. You have to have the salmon. We're going to be alternating the rice using cauliflower rice. I had already made a batch, so you need seaweed, and then we're going to add in half an avocado. So now that we've got that assembled, we're going to get our salmon. I think I'm going to microwave them separately, so not me microwaving fish at 3 in the morning. Basically, I need to remove the skin because the skin's nice, but the way we're going to eat it, please don't look at how I'm doing this. This is embarrassing. There we go. I took off the skin. I'm also taking off a lot of the meat. Should have just left the skin on at this point. Oh well. We are where we are. Okay. You're done. You're done. This recipe is not even this hard, and I'm like making it harder than it is. And we're going to add rice. Now we're going to microwave it again. Alright, so this is it. In the video, she was just pressed down on it, and then you would just like kind of flake it off. I was like, this looks just about right. So once I did that, I cut out a little piece of salmon. A little piece of avocado. All right, so now we get the Kewpie mayonesa. How do they do it? They did some squiggles. Da 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 da. Perfect. And then with sriracha, they did squiggles. Da 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 da. So from here, the next step, mesh it even further. I did not think this was going to taste so good. The biggest reason I think it tastes good is because of the Kewpie mayonnaise. Like, people were asking me, like, what's the difference between the Kewpie mayonnaise and the regular mayonnaise? And the difference was that Kewpie mayo has more of a very richer, flavorful taste to it. It's not sweeter. A lot of people are under the impression that it's actually sweeter. It's not sweeter. It's just richer, more flavorful. And I think it has to do with the types of egg, because regular mayo uses eggs, and then this one specifically uses egg yolk. So I'm assuming something between the egg yolk and the MSG has to do with like it tasting so flavorful. I loved it. I gave this to my husband and he loved it too. He said it reminded him of sushi. And so this is it. Get your little seaweed wrapper. And there you go. Warm sushi. Probably added a little bit too much sriracha. I pretty much followed the recipe almost exactly. The only thing is I didn't have the kimchi, or I didn't have the furikake. But you know what? This did it. This was bomb. Like sushi, like having that warm rice in your mouth with a fish and the sriracha. That's what my husband did. He added soy sauce. Adding soy sauce, game changer. But let's try this with soy sauce. Yeah, soy sauce for the win. Great tasting viral recipe. I really, really like this recipe because, you know, rice doesn't taste like anything. Cauliflower made a good substitute because it also doesn't taste like anything, in my opinion. It's a great way for me to repurpose my leftover fish. So the next two recipes are going to be pretty controversial just because they're going to deal with keto breads. I specifically have the Aldi's one and then the Walmart one that just came out. So the reason why it's controversial, because like keto breads are essentially not really keto. With keto breads, yes, while they do make a great vehicle to delivering food into your mouth, they don't really help you with actually losing weight or getting into ketosis. I mean, for some people, maybe. Like, in order for bread to not have carbs, it has to be some type of science experiment, right? Like, it's funny that they say it's keto certified, because it's like, who is certifying this stuff? Anyways, the ingredients are always like a little bit sus. They use oils, which soybean oil is like one of the worst oils that you can consume. But you know what, right now I'm just trying to try these recipes out. I don't eat these on a daily basis. I picked up the Aldi's one because I really wanted to try it out and just to see. And then the Walmart, I did the exact same thing because I don't know about you, but I get really tempted to buy anything I see on Instagram. That's why I bought them. And also, you know, I have twin girls now. It's kind of hard for me to like try and sit down and eat every meal. I pretty much eat everything on the go. And you know, sometimes it's nice to just have a sandwich that I can eat, that I don't have to worry about it breaking apart via a lettuce wrap. They're not the greatest products out there. I don't recommend eating them. Do as I say, not as I do. Anyways, if anybody wanted to know the difference between the two breads, like which one's better, right now when you see me make this next recipe, you're gonna see the difference on how they react. All these is more cardboardy and stiff, and it's literally just a vehicle to get food in your mouth. And this one's like fluffy, bready, like so good, so dangerous, very, very dangerous. So I have Walmart right here, Aldi's right here. The recipe we're trying out is called the custard toast. A toast with a custard like middle and then blueberries added on top. It looked very good on TikTok. In this recipe, we're going to be trying the low carb state of mind version of it because she used ratio yogurt and I love ratio yogurt. And I don't want to make a custard because I don't really care for custard. I'm okay with this, and this worked really great except that it needed more sweetener. So what I'm going to be doing differently, aside from using a different type of bread, also I'm going to be sweetening up the yogurt just a tiny bit, just to see if that once I bake it, the sweetness still stays. So the custard toast, like I said, it's gonna be the vanilla yogurt and some blueberries, and we're gonna put it in the air fryer for 7 minutes at 370 degrees, I think. Before we start anything, the first thing we have to do is create a little divot. And this is where you'll see how when I do a little hole on the bread so that I could put the yogurt, it kind of bounces back. It's very stiff. Like you could barely see me making an indent in that. But this bread, look how this bread reacts. Like, see, you barely see a dent right here, and that's it. That's all I was able to make. But look at this one. So with this one, see how you can see where I flattened it? It gives you real bread vibes, and that can be dangerous. So we're gonna add the ratio yogurt. Oh, I forgot to sweeten it. Gosh darn it. Okay, can we subtract? Delete, delete, delete. Pretend you didn't see that. Add a little bit of lakanto. Okay, that might have been way too much. Okay, let's see. So we sweetened it up a bit. Oh yeah, that's sweeter than it normally is for sure. See how it's like a hole? It's like, oh, you did it right. And this one's like, where's the hole? Like right here, that's it. All right, now we're gonna add some bloops. It's crazy how beautiful these blueberries blow up when you put them in the air fryer. Like they just blister and they like turn the vanilla yogurt all blue. It's just such a beautiful sight to see. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna put these in the air fryer for 7 minutes. I don't know if you could hear the air fryer running in the background. I forgot to mention that when these are baking in the air fryer, they smell so freaking good. It smells like a dessert's actually being baked, and I really like that. So not gonna lie, between the two, the Aldi's bread looks the best. This one, it kind of bled through. I don't know if I made the hole way too big and it kind of got soggy in the bottom. This one, good old trusty cardboard. Didn't even penetrate it a bit. All right, well, let me try these out. Let me try soggy bottom here. Whoa. That basically disintegrated. Oh my god, the sweetness, 100 times better. Super sweet. I love it. Bread, not so much. Yogurt, yes. For sure, I can taste the sweetness. Not a doubt in my mind that this is sweet. Cardboard. Like, for sure it looks good, but I prefer this even though it has a soggy bottom because it just tastes like bread. So the next recipe is the very basic egg toast, but there's a twist. The twist is that instead of just putting a hard-boiled egg or like a runny egg, you shred a hard-boiled egg onto the toast itself, the avocado toast. The way we're making this differently is I'm using a different bread. I'm going to be using that new Walmart bread that I tried out. I'm going to be using that bread. Since it's toast, that means it needs to be warmed up. So give me a second as I warm up the bread. In the meantime, I'm going to be cutting avocado. So I don't actually own a toaster. So the way I decided to toast the bread was through the air fryer. Yeah, which takes a long time. All I did was make sure that it was nice and stiff, which it is. It's not very floppy like it was before. We're going to put the avocado. We're going to smush. We're going to make basic avocado toast. A little bit of salt. Okay, and the way this went viral is because they get a hard-boiled egg, which don't mind that spot, and they shred it. There's another type of grater that you can use to shred it. This is all I have, which is very difficult. Look what you end up with. Like, hello, how am I gonna shred this? And at this point, I'm like, let's just give up and eat it in my mouth. And there you have it, avocado toast. You might want to add some red hot chili pepper flakes. All right, and that's it. We eat it. This is the last one. Bon appetit. This is pretty good. I think the reason why this went so viral is because like the egg is like fluffy and it's not like just a hard-boiled egg on top of it or mixed into the guac. It's like a fluffy cloud of egg. It has a nice mouthfeel to it, basically. Bomb. Anyways, this is the video. Please give this a like if you end up liking this type of video. Thank you for joining me as I cook at 3 in the morning while my babies sleep. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye!